If you're like the original Kyle, you'll love the buffed up, poison-loving epic.
Kal-El, is this Super Kale? Did this guy come from Krypton? I don't know about you guys, but we've been calling him Kale for over 2 years. Probably before global release when they had a soft launch on this game. We've been calling this guy Kale. What did they say again? I know they didn't just say Kal-El. What are they?
Badass. If you're like the original Kyle, you'll...
Kyle. What is this? What's going on? Let me know down below. What do you think his name is? Has anybody ever in the history of this game called him this? Because I don't think so. He has always been Kale. Will forever be Kale. Come on. So by now, all of you have watched this video. You all know what's going on with this. So I'm going to briefly go through it all and give you my thoughts on it. Some of the boss encounters are actually straight from Summoner's War in Necropolis. So I've played this type of opponent before, and it's actually really cool.
Long journey, and we know it means you're likely to hit a duplicate champion or two along.
A duplicate champion or two, yeah, or 5 or 6 or 7 legendary duplicates. It happens, and it does happen if you've been around for a long time. And yes, we need to know what's going on with the duplicate system that Cirilla talked about over 4 months ago and said within 6 months we'd have something going on. And then before that, she talked to somebody and said it was coming and this and this and that. We need to know what is going on. You've already scared us with what Cirilla said before about doing a second ascension possibly, or making it easier for us to get legendaries in the game. We really need to know what is happening. Tell us what's going on. Don't just keep hinting that this dupe system's coming. Please give us some insight into what you guys really plan to do. Please.
Along the way. But don't worry, we'll also be releasing a solution for that too. We're still hammering out the final details before we're ready to unveil everything. But what we can say right now is that it's not going to be a one-stop solution. We're going to provide multiple short-term and long-term uses for your duplicate champs. We'll give you the full lowdown very soon, but
I thought we already had short-term uses. Short-term uses is 3v3 arena, right?
We just wanted to say the feedback you guys provided has been essential in shaping our approach here, and we think you're really gonna like it. Okay, one last thing.
Okay, they think we're really gonna like it, but are we really gonna like it? They think we're really gonna like it, but are we truly gonna like it? Did they really take our feedback? Because this company, I can tell you from being in the content creator program, does not take our feedback. They don't listen to us one bit. Otherwise, they wouldn't come out with an artifact system to where you couldn't sort by ascending, descending substats. They wouldn't have come out with a copy paste, 3v3 arena tag team where there's no tag, or they would have done it, but they would have revised them. They would have actually listened to experienced gamers, and I don't mean that as in like we're some kind of game designers out there. We're some kind of professional game designers. We've just played a lot of games, a lot of mobile turn-based gacha games like this. And yes, you want to innovate. You want to make your own thing. I get that. Those people over there really do. And they probably played these other games too, I hope. And they have some really cool ideas from that. But this company has just copy pasted too much and they just really haven't come with it. The only thing they have come with it has been the Doom Tower. I love everything about the Doom Tower. I got to say, everything.
You can't kill them. You can't stop them. And they deal some serious damage when they go off. The only thing you do is freeze them to help cool off the burn a bit. Good timing, and a few explosives of your own, if you don't want to end up getting blown to pieces.
So we want a few explosives of our own. Hallelujah, War Mother. Let's bring her out. War Mother just became top tier for this whole encounter, for this boss. So every 3 Doom Towers, we can break out our War Mother and feel great about it. Lord Chazar, sure, if you want to, but if you want the real bomb champion, the big mama in town, it's always the War Mother. She is the one that's going to do decrease attack on that A1, put out the bombs, and blow the bombs up. And then with the freeze that we need, we're going to need freeze, and we just got that with Ninja, right? AoE freeze, although... Whoa. Ninja doesn't do AoE freeze on the Nether Spider or on the normal Spider. It goes in and attacks with that A3. So if we cannot get an AoE freeze, please right now, everybody at Raid Shadow Legends, the company, please get that working for the Spider, because whenever we fight the Ice Golem, it works. He does his A3, it actually does an AoE freeze instead of just attacking the boss. On this one, make sure that our new Ninja can do AoE freeze. Please, people are gonna need that Ninja. We're gonna need it to AoE freeze. And again, this is only every 3 rotations, right? The 3rd rotation of the Doom Tower. So be prepared for that. We're gonna finally get to use bombs. I'm excited. This boss looks cool. Very cool. And I can't wait to try out what kind of mechanics it has and what kind of teams we can come up with. And of course, I'll have a link to this video down below if you haven't seen it. I think everybody's seen it by now.
She'll create a mirror copy of your banished champion, and you can't get them back until you slay their double. If you're not careful, your strengths will become her strengths. If that wasn't bad enough, some of this Fairy Queen's skills will gain additional advantages depending on the affinity setup of your champions. You'll have to keep that in mind when building.
In Summoner's War, you go into the Necropolis. It's been there forever. The game's been out for over 7 years. You fight a boss there that you have to do damage to shields to be able to do damage to that boss. You go in there to get good runes like our Relentless artifacts, except they're actually better than Relentless artifacts. They're really strong in Summoner's War. And when you fight that boss, he'll steal the highest damage dealer and make a copy. Like, he'll take it from your team, and you've got to kill that person. You don't have to. You can still kill the boss if you want to, if the boss is low, but you got to kill that person, really. That way it can get back on your team, start doing some damage, and it won't be lighting you up. So you got to be careful with that, and they're saying that in a way that I don't know if it makes sense yet, but it will make sense. Say I bring in a really strong blue, and then the rest of my team is really red heavy, fire heavy. Well, when that blue guy gets stolen because he's the highest damage dealer, I don't know how this is going to pick it. I would assume it's going to pick it that way. Then it's going to hurt me really badly because it gets increased attack kind of, and it starts to, like, all its skills go off on cooldown right away, and they just start doing their moves. And it can hurt. It can really hurt. So I think that's what it's talking about there. It's going to be a fun encounter. A really, really fun encounter. You're going to see your person get taken from your line. There's going to be like a little shadow-looking person of it over there, and you kill them. Here, you're probably going to have to kill them before you can even do damage to her, I would assume, because they always make it harder than what Summoner's War does. So I'm glad they're taking more and more from Summoner's War. They need to. It's an amazing game, and I'm glad to see it here. This encounter is going to be fun, and these models look amazing. We're going to get 10% additional defense plus 40 resistance. This is a 2-piece set, so I don't mind this, although I feel like the resistance set is good enough for what we get, and we've already collected a lot of resistance sets. This is the problem with all this type of gear. Like the new Savage gear over here that they have, we get Savage, ignore 25% of defense of the enemy, and 10% chance to crit, which is amazing, but it's a 4-piece set, and I've got a crap ton of Savage. So when I start farming this, I'm not going to have that many to match with it. It'd be really cool if it was interchangeable, although that would probably cause a lot of problems, but at least interchangeable until I had 4 copies of this actual set. Like if I could put Savage on, a 3-piece Savage and a 1-piece of this, it would do the Savage. And then if I had a 4-piece of this, it would do the 10% additional crit. But I have so much Savage. I don't want to stop farming Savage and just rely solely. It'll be so long before I can play this gear. It'll take forever for me to get 4 really good pieces. Not to get 4 pieces, but 4 really good pieces when I can just keep farming Savage and I've got a crap ton. While I love these new artifact sets and I do like that they're an increase, it's just really hard for me to go out there and really want to farm them because I'm fine with Savage. Savage works fantastically. The 10% additional crit would be nice, but it's not mandatory. We're already getting this from farming Fire Knight, and I already have a lot of it to go try to farm 4 of somewhere else. We're getting new champions for the fragments you get from secret rooms. You clear normal, you clear hard. Once you have all those done, which is going to take quite a long time for everybody, they're giving us even more champions after that. It's cool. We've got something to work toward far, far, far in advance. Now, by the time that we get these champions, will they still be relevant? We only get a balance patch once a year, so they actually might still be pretty relevant then. So who knows?
The demons.
Demon spawn. So we're going to get a Dark Elf with Dark Kale, although I love the aesthetics of these type of champions, but where is the love for Skinwalker and other factions? We're always getting this in these factions. There's going to be a clan shop, and we're going to have to allocate clan activities. Only one person can have a clan activity at a time, and it's going to be somebody that you want that can actually complete that activity and will complete that activity. So I don't know if everybody can go in there and pick whatever they want, and then once they take it, they've got it for that week. I don't know if we're going to be able to, as a clan leader, tell everybody, hey, you take this, or a point this person a certain quest to do throughout the week, but it's all stuff that we're already doing. So as far as a time sync goes, I don't think it's going to be much of an additional time sync, although I hope they have somebody besides Yannicka on here. I mean, Yannika's not bad by any means. She is a high damage dealing champion, but we just don't really play her a lot. We don't really play her a lot with all the other badass champions we have. So right here, defeat 500 spiderlings in the spider's den. I guess this goes on for a week, I think they said. Personal weekly, yep, there it is. So whoever will do this, you give it to that person, and that one person completes it. And then other people can, this one person will complete that, and so on. So you're going to have to be more organized in your clans. You definitely will have to be. I don't mind this. I just hope it's not a time sink. And really, it doesn't look like it. Craft 5 artifacts, defense substats in the Forge. Nah, I don't know. That's getting with defense substats, with defense percentage substats. That's just a lot of RNG fest. We'll have to see how it all plays out. We all want things to be quicker in the game. We want new content, sure, but we want to make sure we can get old content done faster. We want to be able to blow through faction wars that we've done a million times instantly, and we want to be able to do the clan boss faster. 4 times speed, 5 times speed, instant clear. They could tally the damage instantly and let us know what we're going to get. We just need to make it quicker for us to do old content and then bring us some new content. Bring us some fun new content that we can work on. Because you're still going to, I mean, people are still going to work on that old content. If they're trying to get better and do better on the clan boss or in faction wars, they're not going to fast clear. You can only fast clear then if you have 3 stars. And on the clan boss, you would only fast clear if you know you're going to get a certain amount of damage. You wouldn't do it if you're working on things. So it's good. It's good to do that. I just don't see this company is it's very hard. It's very hard for this company to change anything. We've told them about the tavern forever, about the brews to automatically level people up. So every 6 brews, they're not cheering and stuff. We've talked to them about this forever and ever, and it's taken 2.5 years just to get them to finally budge on old school stuff. So I'm hoping we can streamline some of the older stuff and get a whole bunch of new content in here. That would be fantastic. And I do like this update. I like this what's up next. It's getting me excited. We're going to get 100 additional roster space, 100 additional mailbox space. Okay, we've needed that. Let's go. Keep it coming. Don't wait forever to give me some more.
Great in the collection for stars.
This girl looks amazing. Tell me this girl doesn't look cool. She could be my new favorite, honestly. Okay, that's it, everyone. Let me know your thoughts down below. I am late to the party with all this information. You might have some more insight into this, so let me know, please, down below. As always, have a fabulous day, and I will see you guys all in a video soon.